I don't think uh, there is any question or doubt that the impact will not be there. The impact is obviously going to be severe, and every passing day, the loss to the economy is substantial. But having said that, we still don't have any sense of how long this is going to last, whether this is going to be over by the end of next month so that things will get back close to normal, or it will take a couple of months. All sense that we get is we are still a couple of months away, still by which the economy is going to come back to some extent, in terms of the movement of goods, in terms of manufacturing activities starting, then construction coming back, because there are various challenges which are there. So it all depends, as I keep on saying, to how long this is going to prolong. The more it prolongs, the more the impact, the severeness of the economy would be there. Uh, but yes, this is going to have an impact on the banking system also. Across, I don't think there is any sector, subsector, or segment that will be left untouched to this crisis. This is something which is unprecedented. This is something which is unparalleled, and this is a very extraordinary event. The point is, I look at it two ways. One is, of course, from a global economic perspective, and from a local Indian economic perspective. My firm belief is that Indian economy is going to rebound back faster than many of the larger global economies. One, because because the demographics of this company is such, there is a natural demand which will definitely propel the comeback sooner. Number two is there's a lot of things which can be done here, especially in the core and infrastructure segments. If it is used positively, and if you can harness it well, I think there's a lot of positive takeaways which could be there. Uh, Immediate impact, yes, we are in the midst of it. There is an immediate impact. How long? We just have to wish and hope that this goes away early and we get back to our day-to-day normal working rhythm. But it's not going to happen that early also. This is going to take some time, and we'll have to just see, we continuously keep on assessing and keep on monitoring and try to see what best we can do to, one, alleviate the pain which is there, how quickly we adapt ourselves to the new situation, the new order, new way of working, and once we come back, how do we catch up on the lost time which is there? That is what we can think of right now. The one is, of course, the way the customer does transaction, that we have seen signs of changes already. And in fact, India has been one of the early mover in terms of using technology to the hilt in the BFSI segment, the larger BFSI segment, and banking in particular. And we have seen that taking off well post demonetization, which happened just 3 years back. So from that perspective, from an individual customer perspective, in terms of their transactions vis-a-vis banking, I think they have adapted well. And we are also seeing that increasingly we see customers also putting their transactions through the digital medium. Similarly, the corporate customers have also increasingly over the last 3 years, we have seen in terms of their using the internet channel and other channels have also grown substantially. So from that perspective, from a transactions perspective, we have seen even through this crisis, the transactions I don't think have been hampered. The transactions have been hampered on account of the real goods not moving, the real movement of goods having been affected. When the goods movement doesn't happen, when the logistics is not working, the supply chain has come to an halt, production is not happening, obviously you can't do. That's the real economy. Uh, from that perspective, how do you see the changes? Obviously, we will see that we adopt new means in terms of how we work. Obviously, going forward, the entire rhythm of working is going to change. We will be much more disciplined, much more conscious in terms of our health. We will be much more conscious in terms of how we operate. There could be a cost attached to it, but at the same time, there would be discipline also. And uh, the way I look at it, pre-corona and post-corona, the entire working, the operations at the ground level, if you see the way of working, this is going to undergo quite a change. We will see in terms of obviously this period also, this crisis period has also taught us in terms of how do we find alternative mechanisms to work, in terms of ensuring that we retain productivity to some extent, and even the medium through which we are communicating is one of them. So we have found our way, and I'm sure as we go forward, we'll see that we optimize again the use of technology, leverage it to the hill, and see that one in terms of our how do we come back to our optimum capacity in terms of capacity utilization, in terms of efficiency. I'm sure technology is going to play a key role here. Uh, Otherwise, if you ask me in terms of on the ground, whatever has to happen, be it on the manufacturing, there has to be a real movement of goods also. The underlying real economy also has to perform. That real economy will have to see how do we quickly adapt to changes which could be there in making it much more efficient. This is what we'll have to see. I think so. This fear psychosis is going to remain for some time, and we have in this during the last month, we have also seen that how we can be frugal in terms of our consumption, in terms of our day-to-day living, and this is going to continue for some time. I don't think immediately there would be a much demand on lifestyle products or products which are associated with higher end in terms of in terms of whatever in term be it in terms of lifestyle, be it in terms of entertainment, be it in terms of consumption. The higher end which are there is going to be impacted for the time being. This is what I feel, because customers are going, because there is a scare which is there, and at the same time, because of this uncertainty which is going to be there for some time, customers are going to be much more frugal in their consumption. They are going to stick to the basics. They are not going to go out and spend on items which are not essentials, that essentials, I'll put it this way. And this is going to be so. It's natural that this fear and scare will be there for some time. As we move, and as if we in the meantime, if we have seen that we have a good hold over this particular virus and disease, and if we have come out of it successfully, then of course the lifestyle consumptions are going to definitely increase. So yes, home is one thing, and that is also affected the larger real estate play, which is going to be impacted. I don't think consumers are going to go out and buy new properties which are there. Second is even in terms of commercial real estate, we'll see some impact because as we move about in terms of seeing that how do we distribute our load in our current working space, where we have now also seen to some extent succeeded in seeing that we can operate working from home through the digital medium. The commercial real estate is also going to take some time to pick up, because there is going to be entirely new orders. So this is, I think we will have to get quickly adjusted and adapt to that.